The top stories: hotel and restaurant workers to discuss the Sandals deal. A chicken stench hits a Christchurch community. And we have the Banks Calendar Girl finalists. Welcome to Nation News for Independence Eve, November the 29th, 2013. I'm Bertram Niles.
You want your loved ones around to celebrate, especially those living far. And with Digicel Top-Up, Dad can help you bring life to the party and be part of the celebration. Ask him to send you Digicel Minutes. Receive free instant additional credit. Stay connected here and there. Ask your family abroad to send Digicel Minutes today.
Hotel and restaurant workers are getting a chance on Monday to discuss the controversial concessions granted to the Sandals Hotel Group. That's when the Council of Hotel and Restaurant Workers of the Barbados Workers Union meets. The Barbados Hotel and Tourism Association, which wants the concessions applied across the industry, has already raised its concerns with the union. A young entrepreneur has put forward a number of suggestions on how to deal with some of the problems in agriculture. Keely Holder says she feels it is important farmers produce for export to reap maximum benefits, including new job opportunities. She also wants a change in approach to agriculture, saying it must be treated just like any other business.
We need to look at our labor. Agriculture is a sector that has the farmer as the only knowledge worker and all unskilled labor. You cannot build a business like that. When you look at, for example, construction, you have the subcontractor who's supported by the tiler, the mason, the carpenter, different types of skilled labor that support him. So it gives him time to work on his business as opposed to focusing on working just in his business.
Residents of Chancery Lane, Christchurch, are complaining about a stench coming from sacks of dead chickens dumped in the area. Former bodybuilder and two-time Mr. Universe Earl Maynard says the Sanitation Service Authority has had to collect the carcasses on a few occasions, as recently as this morning.
The second time in a month that people have come in and dumped these dead chickens up here in bags. In the Pinnacle food bags. So they are chickens or whatever, but the stench after 3 or 4 days, it goes all the way down.
He says grass and bush on 2 properties had gone uncut for 3 years at one point, and he and a neighbor had been forced to do some debushing at their own expense. This was a very special week for 3 Barbadians who joined an Elite 100 club. First on Tuesday to reach the ranks of centenarians was Marie Phillips, a resident of a private care facility in St. Lucie. She was joined the following day by Ethel Hoyt of Paris Hill St. Joseph, and yesterday with Stanley Spooner of St. Barnabas St. Michael. Governor General Sir Elliot Belgrave visited all of them and extended best wishes. Barbados is said to have the second highest rates of centenarians in the world. In Trinidad and Tobago, the partially decomposed body of a 6-year-old girl was found in a barrel in her home in Maloney Gardens, a suburban community. Kenyana Cumberbatch had been missing since Monday evening, just after 3 p.m. yesterday. Her mother, Simone Williams, told police there was a stench coming from their home. When officers searched, the body of the child was discovered in a barrel covered with clothing in one of the bedrooms. Residents of the area say they will hold demonstrations if no arrests are made in connection with Kenyana's death. The Jamaican Parliament will begin debate on Tuesday on whether to adopt the Caribbean Court of Justice as the country's final appellate court and ditch Britain's Privy Council, but it will be at least 3 months before a vote is taken on a constitutional amendment. The support of the opposition Jamaica Labour Party will be needed for the bill to pass, but the JLP has been calling for a referendum on the issue. The Caribbean Court of Justice, which was set up by CARICOM, is the highest court for just 3 of the 15 member nations, Barbados, Guyana and Belize. Dominica is close to joining. In international news, 2 days after he was stripped of his seat in Parliament for tax fraud, the former Italian Prime Minister Silvio Berlusconi was today accused of bribery. A court said the 77-year-old bribed witnesses to give false testimony when he was charged with paying for sex with a minor. Prosecutors will now open a formal investigation. Last June, Mr. Berlusconi was convicted of paying for sex with a then 18-year-old nightclub dancer known as Ruby the Heart Stealer. In sport, the final of football's popular Lime Pelican Challenge takes place tomorrow, Independence Day, at the National Stadium. LG Strike Force and TS Strikers will meet at 8 p.m. for the $100,000 first prize. In the semifinals, LG Strike Force demolished Barbados Steelworks SO Oyston's Top Bay Settlers 5-1, quite a name, while TS Strikers had an extra time 2-1 win over Bajan Pride. Top Bay Settlers and Bajan Pride will meet in the third place playoff. In cricket, St Andrew Rhythm have joined St Michael Merchants in the semi-finals of the UWI CO Williams Interparish 2020 tournament. At the 3Ws Oval last night, St Andrew won by 19 runs over the St Peter Voyagers. Batting first, St Andrew scored 126 for 6 in their 20 overs, with 22 runs each from Jonathan Carter and Kofi Hurdle. St. Peter were restricted to 107 all out as Akeem Jordan took 3 for 22. The Rhythm and the Merchants will meet in the first semi-final on Tuesday night. I'm Bertram Niles. The Calendar Girls are next in the entertainment package.
At Courts, every day we bring affordability, convenience, innovation, and style to over 1 million customers in 11 countries. From homes to communities, we are proud to make a difference in the lives of many across the region. Courts, bringing value home.
Hi, I'm Leanne Worrell, and this is your entertainment package. Hundreds of cheering fans showed up at the Oyston's Bay Garden on Thursday night for the finals of the bank's Calendar Girl competition. 16 girls were there to vie for the top spots, but only 8 finalists were able to make it. Next, we have the Food, Wine and Rum Festival, which was an amazing success. Locals and tourists alike were able to enjoy the best of local and international food, wine, and of course some good Bajan rum. The festival, which plans to be bigger and better next year, was a roaring success. What's on this weekend? Let me tell you. Tonight will be the finals of the bank's VOB karaoke competition that will be held in Newton, Christchurch. On Saturday, we have 2 carnivals, St. Peter Carnival and St. Philip's Carnival. St. Peter's Carnival will start at 12 noon, while St. Philip Carnival starts at 9 a.m. Also on will be the Electronic Dance Music Festival, Music Factory. Music Factory, which is in its 3rd year, will host over 20 DJs playing the best of electronic dance beats. And for theatre lovers, Girl on Fire opens this weekend at the Commonwealth School Hall. It starts at 7 p.m. and runs until Sunday. I am Leanne Worrell, and that was your entertainment package.
And that's Nation News for today, Independence Eve, November the 29th, 2013. I'm Bertram Niles. To all of you, have a happy Independence Day.